Hi everyone, I'm Frank from Shanghai Tow Intelligent Technology Company, and today I'm going to introduce how to use our blue light exposure system. This system is mainly consists of 3 parts: the main chamber to put in your animals, the main controller to adjust the light intensity, and a light sensor. So before using this machine, you need to connect everything. There are 2 ports on this main controller. One is for power connection, and one is for connection between the controller and the chamber. And upon receiving our system, you will also receive 2 wires. This one with 3 holes at the end of the charger is for power, and what you need to do is to connect this part to here, and then connect this part to the power supplier in your company at your convenience. So this is for the connection between the main controller and the chamber. And remember that it has a metal head with 4 metal tips inside it. And when connecting it onto the main controller, you need to flip the caps and insert each tip into each hole in a particular angle. Just try and turn around and to see whether it can be inserted. And after that, you need to turn this ring to tighten the connection, and pull a little bit to ensure that everything is connected. Before you turn this machine on and run the whole system, you need to first put your animals inside this chamber through this door. Okay, so this is the inside of our chamber. You can see that we've got light bubble boards at the 5 faces of this chamber, so it's surrounding the animals when you are doing the experiment. The light wavelengths of this blue light can be customized between the range from 500 nanometer to around 400 nanometer to around 460 nanometer. But actually, the particular wavelength is decided, is customized upon your demand. And after you start the operation of the experiment, you don't want to open this door because it will hurt your eyes. Instead, if you want to check the status of the animals, you can open this window, and this will minimize the harm from the blue light to your eyes, and you can still see how the animals are moving or behaving through this small window. That's it. The next thing is to use the light intensity sensor. This is the main part of the sensor. This is a head to detect the light intensity. First of all, flip the cap, and then open the window, put this head to the bottom of this chamber. Close the window, and then insert this head into this plug-in. Remember that when you receive this sensor, we didn't insert the batteries inside it because of the shipping considerations, so you need to prepare your own batteries. Insert the batteries. to go. And now press the center button to open to operate the sensor. Okay, so after everything is set up, you need to run the system. You just press this button to turn the power on, and here you can hear the turning up of the fans. This switch is to control the light intensity. We turn it clockwise and you will expect the blue light showing up in this chamber. Please be aware of the numbers showing on the sensor. Here you can see the maximum light intensity of this machine is around 20,000 lux. And by switching this tip anti-clockwise, you can see the light intensity is turning down. So keep switching this tip until the light intensity is at the ideal number, collaborated with your experimental setup. For your product, we also included a remote controller. This is to enable wireless control of the light intensity and the turning on off of the light blue light chamber. So still, you open up you switch on the power to run the whole system, and then you click this button to turn on the light. Just once is enough, and then you switch this tip towards the maximum. It may take a while. Yeah. Here you can see the blue light is up. You need to switch the tip to the maximum and then press up and down to increase or decrease the light intensity. Here you can see that after around 3 press of this button, it has reduced the light intensity from around 20,000 to 8,000. And if we keep pressing, it will continue reducing until the minimum. But this is just a rough control, so for a more precise control, I still suggest you to use this switch directly rather than relying on this remote control. And after finishing the experiment, you press the power button again, and this will turn the light off. And after the experiment is finished, turn the switch to the lowest intensity and close the power. And that's it. That's the operation and the connection of this blue light exposure system. Thank you for your listening.